Hello everybody and welcome back to Only Frames. Today we have got a showing of Brad against Scott in a best of 8, and as Chris has quite rightly put, unfortunately in the brackets. If you're new to the channel, this is the home of below average pool, and below average is what we might just about see here today. At the table currently, we have got Scott. He's Mr. Pragmatic. He will always look for the safety. Even if every ball is on to pot, he will always try for a safety shot. Apart from there, he just proved me wrong. But I can guarantee you now, he is looking to get that cue ball safe to stitch Brad up in any way possible, shape or form that he can. Now, Brad is completely different. He's the type of guy that will pay for a lady of the night and still end up in the friend zone, but we all love him. He likes to attack the balls, but he also likes to tell everyone a half an hour story of what he's going to do with those balls and then not do anything that he has just said. But we will get onto it, and hopefully we'll see him soon, because I can't see anything that Scott can do here. Brad's just had a look, won't give him any advice. And I think he's actually tried to go for a little gap jacky there. If anyone knows what a gap jacky is, if two balls are frozen together and one of them's facing, or the line in the middle is facing the pocket, normally you can hit the ball anywhere and it will go in. But anyway, we have now got Brad at the table playing reds, and these are actually in a decent position. Ooh, I don't know if he's frozen to that ball there. Nope, he's got straight down onto it. You should get this one right into the middle. Has wiped his feet a little bit, and that's come back quite nicely. There's good positional play there from Brad. He's looking at the bottom one, but yeah, I'd say go for the middle one first. Into the cursed middle pocket. Will it strike again? No, he's conquered it. Hasn't really got a decent position on that cue ball for those top two. I don't know if he wanted to go for them next, but he hasn't sent the cue ball far enough. And that's a loo ball straight away. We've got £415 into the pot. For those of you that do not know, every time the white ball is potted as a loo ball, we put £1 into the charity pot, and it is going to go off to Angels for Dogs at the end of the season. And as you've just seen there, we're currently up to £415. That's Angels for Dogs. They are not going to go hungry anytime soon when they do receive that money. So hopefully we will see quite a few more, as it is a charity. And if these guys don't pot the white ball anymore in this game, then they're just stealing from charity. Terrible people. And Scott is looking like he's going to take an early 1-0 lead after 3 minutes. Which is... what the... I almost swore. What on earth was that? Was he going for a safety shot when he could have just easily potted the black? My word, he's thrown Brad an absolute lifeline. Can he play a plant shot into this top left pocket? What are these two doing? They're playing Karom. What on earth are they doing? Scott should have buried that black ball. There, he's done it now. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. Into frame 2, and we are deep into frame 2. I think after that frame 1, this is the reason why. I still can't believe Scott missed that black. It just hit it dead straight. I don't even know what Brad was doing there. Let's hope it improves. No, it doesn't. He was well off there, but he's more or less put that cue ball, and Chris has thankfully sped this up. Wow. Thank God he sped this up, because even I think I would have just turned this off and just packed it in. Hopefully he sped this up for the rest of the game. Oh, he slowed it down a bit. Looks like Brad might be making a nice little pot into the top left pocket. Nope. Chris, speed it up again, please. Wow. I can't begin to imagine how long that must have been without being sped up. But we've saved you all. If you're still here, we've saved you all a horrible viewing. And as he's paused it now, no, Scott, you can still see Scott moving. Just having a little chin wag. Don't worry about the viewers watching. They've come to watch pool, not to have you have a little mothers meeting. They still can't pot. These balls are getting more and more awkward. I mean, Brad's got 2 easy balls and then 1 awkward ball on that top left rail on the side there. If he can swing this cue ball round, which he does nicely. Get out of the way, Brad, because you can't see where that ball's gone. And I think he... Oh, he might be able to see it. I don't know. Here comes a 30-minute monologue on how he's not going to pot this ball. Brad's head looking like an uncircumcised penis there. And he's actually made a really nice pot there to get past the red. I didn't think he could see it, but he has. And if he can get enough control of this white ball, cue ball, sorry, that is a lovely shot. Oh, has that red just come up a bit too far? I don't think it has because he's straight down on it. Where's the cue ball? That's safe in the middle. And it's 1-1 into frame 3. And Brad seems to have cleared up all his balls from here. And that's a lovely little double there into the bottom right-hand pocket. But I think that... Nope, he's down on it again. What do I know? It looks like he can see it. I don't know if he's going to be able to pot it. Nope. He's just made sure of hitting it. Made it a bit awkward for himself when he does come back on the table, because I can guarantee Scott is just going to push this one up the table and make it tricky. There we go. As predicted, he's now stitched Brad, and I don't know how... Well, he's definitely not going to pot it, but he's definitely going to try and get out the snooker, which he's done quite well there, Brad. And I'll say he's done quite well there. For most of you watching, you probably think, well, that was easy, but this is the home of below average pool, so he has done well there. And Scott has made sure of doubling up those reds in the bottom right-hand corner to stop Brad going for the bottom right. And unless he can play a cocked hat into the middle pocket, I can't see what he's going to do here. Oh, he's done brilliantly well there. He's just nudged Scott's red up to the rail and covered the pocket now with his own ball. And, well, I don't even think Scott can get a skill shot in there. Well, unless he moves that top red next to the cushioned red, he should be able to. Just to clear that pocket. Or even now, if he puts that in the middle and brings the cue ball down. Oh, good effort. Very good effort. Unfortunately, it's just a bit shy of it. And now he's left himself a little bit tricky. I can imagine Scott's trying to think, if he can play this slow enough, roll it up to the red there and touch the cushion, he should be all right. And that's not bad. I don't know if Brad's even got an angle to cut this. He's straight down on it, so he must be able to. But he's got to watch where that cue ball goes, because that will go flying around the table, and that wasn't a bad effort. And he's got a decent finish there, putting Scott back up onto the top rail, making it even trickier, because I don't think that red ball will go past the yellow into the bottom right. Oh, he has decided to play it. Oh, like a glove. That was very well played. And well, he could probably double this. I'd probably go for the double here. Cutting it in might be a bit too risky. And he's gone the complete opposite way to what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to go for the middle pocket. And can he get one up the rail? Oh, no. That is absolutely gutting. It is hanging over the jaws. Now, Brad, all he has to do is just make sure of this yellow, but keep the cue ball on the table. And that is very rich coming from me. And that is very nicely done. And Brad can now take a 2-1 lead. Ooh, I thought that cue ball was going to follow the black in then, like a ferret down a rabbit hole. But he's not. Brad is now 2-1 up. And we are now into the fourth frame. And there's another loo ball taking the charity pot up to £416. That's absolutely fantastic there for the dogs at Angels for Dogs. Giving Scott a shot and a visit. And he's played that one nicely, getting rid of that yellow that was covering the pocket. Has brought the red out a bit into a more awkward position. And he's not playing to pot, he's playing to stitch. Doesn't want to give Brad anything to do. There's a lovely Sue there, saying her hellos to our two players today, Brad and Scott. And I don't think the yellow's going to go past it. I wonder if Brad's going to go for the skill shot and try and pop both at the same time. No, just going to absolutely whack it as hard as he can. That was a very soft shot. Bringing Scott back to the table. And again, I think Scott's got a chance to level this up and make it Desmond 2-2 if he can get all these balls in. He's got 2 over the pocket. And the other 2 aren't really that difficult. And he's played nicely there. Decent cue ball control there. He's going to give it a bit of top left to bring it back down the table. And he's hit that with absolutely no power whatsoever. Because Scott loves a long shot and he loves a long pot. He just caresses them balls. But he's covered the pocket. Again, he hasn't left Brad with an easy shot. Just wondering if he can look at what he's doing instead of talking to Scott. No wonder their games take over an hour. Oh, he went for the double. He got a lucky kiss, but unfortunately it didn't go into the pocket. And now Scott has got the easiest clean-up I can imagine he'd ever have. He can't decide which one to go for first. They're both just too delicious to go for. What on earth has he done there? Why has he hit it so hard? Again, that's rich coming from me. But why has he hit that so hard? He just had to tickle it. And he would have been in decent position to get it in. And he wasn't too far away. And has he got a second prize there? I think he has. That is very fortunate there for Scott. Bringing it around the table. And he's blocked Brad's view. He's going to go up, try and go off the cushion first. And that's an excellent finish there from Brad. Little tap of the cue there from Scott in recognition. Yeah, chalk your cue, Brad. Because chances are you'd have miscued it if you hadn't. Hunching down, crouching down like the little gremlin he is. And he's missed it. Oh my word, he didn't want it. He could have taken a 3-1 lead there, and he's handed the cue ball back to Scott. Can he cut this in? I think he's going for the bottom left. He is. That was unfortunate. Where's the cue ball going? Ooh. And again, the black ball has just landed safe for Scott once more. But Brad does love getting doubles in from these angles. Oh, he's very unfortunate. And unfortunate in the same breath with that cue ball not going down, because Scott would have been able to just finish up there. And Scott's got a nursery pair of scissors on him, because he just cannot seem to be cutting anything in today. I've got a feeling Brad might be able to pop this into the top right. Sometimes, my word. Chris, could you have not sped this up a little bit? This is painful to watch. Neither of them want this. Oh my word. I've got no words for it. He's pointed for the middle and he's got it in. Eventually, finally, Brad takes a 3-1 lead. Very commanding. He is just one frame away from securing himself a point against Scott. And I don't know what he's pointing at. I think he was pointing at to where he wanted the cue ball. So it's not exactly where he wants it to be. I mean, he has got an option with that top one. Screw it back and he'd probably get back in the position that he wanted to do. Or just miss. If these guys were in Star Wars, they'd be stormtroopers. Because they just seem to not be able to hit their targets today. Where's that cue ball going? Oh, stayed safe. Stealing money from them dogs at Angels for Dogs they are. They just do not want to set that cue ball down into the pocket. He's so unsure. He just cannot make his mind up. He's decided to go for that one. Probably best to leave the easiest ball if he can. And if he can knock that down closer to the pocket, that's excellent play. Oh, hasn't landed quite as he wanted it. I mean, he probably wouldn't have played for it, but he did do well to nudge it off that cushion. It's just unfortunate that it's landed just a bit short of the middle pocket, the angle there. So he might be going for the double. And that's took a fortunate kiss, has it? Has it got the legs? No, it hasn't. Oh, a little bit more pace on that, and he would have still been in the game there. And now Scott has got relatively an easy... I probably should wait before they've taken the shot, because this has just been the theme of today. Easy shots, terrible misses. I mean, I can't speak for myself, but because I've been known to do it every game. And that's a nice little pot there from Brad, cutting that back in. Now, if you're going to double it, give it a bit of angle instead of doing what Scott did. And he's walking back just to make sure of it. And now Brad is on the hill. He only needs one more frame, and he has taken all 3 points away from Scott. And as lovely as a pot that is an unfortunate finish there, because Brad has now made it even more awkward for himself. I don't think he is snookered. I think he can see the edge of that yellow just below the black there. But he wants to watch where that cue ball is going to go, because it could sail into the middle pocket. Like so. And that is up to £417. Giving Scott a shot and a visit. The plant is on there if he hits it accurately enough. And if anything, he's just made that even worse. Hangs his arms in shame. He should be hanging his head in shame. Like throwing stool at a fan. As kids might be watching, stool is fecal matter. Oh dear. Anyway, back to the pool. It's a good thing Scott has got the ability to stitch people up, because he'd be in a world of trouble. Cut. I don't know if you noticed, there was a cut there, so God knows how long he's been debating on what to do with this. And I can't say it's a bad choice. Yeah, bringing that one out, able to put that one, and that's beautifully controlled there by Scott. Is he going to be able to drag a frame back? I mean, that hasn't worked out quite as well as he hoped for. I don't know where he's going to go. He's going to go... No. Where's that cue ball going? And that's £418 there from Scott. Thank you very much for your donation into the charity pot. Now Brad has a chance to win it here. Why has he put the cue ball there? Why on earth has he put the cue ball there? I would have played that across into the middle and then just dropped the cue ball just above the black. Why on earth has he done that? And now he's tied up the yellow ball. Oh my word. Well, he's been taking tips from me, because that's now up to £419 in the charity pot for all the loo balls. And now Scott has got a chance to claw a frame back. Doesn't matter if he's missed it, because it's a shot and a visit, and he cannot miss this now, surely. Scott's just pointing where he's going to put the the black ball. Fluke. Again, Brad explaining what he's going to do. I don't know why he was pointing to that left pocket. I don't know what he was pointing at. Unless he was going to try and send the red ball down and kiss it off, squeeze the red ball off the yellow into that bottom left. But if that was what he was attempting, that was a terrible attempt. And he's handed two shots there to Scott. Have they forgotten what colours they are? Because they're putting each other's balls. Has he remembered? I think he's remembered. This has become a very tactical game now. And even though probably they're all there for Scott, he is definitely thinking of a way to screw Brad over. No, he's all right there, Brad. Because, well, obviously you can still see his balls. My word. I had the privilege of commentating on Joe and Chris a few weeks ago. And I must have annoyed someone somewhere to be given this. Absolute dross. What? He's not going for that middle one, surely. Go for the bottom one. Why on earth did he do that? I mean, it was a nice pot, but unless he can get this cue ball back down the table into a nice, decent position, he had the perfect position to get rid of that yellow off the bottom cushion and then work his way back round, and now he's just absolutely fumbled it. It looks like he's going to go off the right-hand side. I would have at least attempted to go off the left-hand side and try and push it in. And now he's just tied up both their balls. I don't know what he's going to... What was he thinking there? Let us know in the comments if you would have gone for that bottom yellow first off the bottom rail and then brought the cue ball back round to a better position for the other two. Because that, I think, in my mind, that's what I would have done. And that's another loo ball. And now up to 420 for you stoners. And Brad's on his tippy toes speaking to the camera. I don't no idea what he said. Maybe the editor can let us know what he said with a little speech bubble. Probably. So imagine what he's coming out with. Right. Plain and simple, Scott. Just put this into the middle. I say it's plain and simple. He is aiming for the cursed middle pocket, which Brad has beaten twice now, I think, today. And he's brought it back to 4-3. Has Brad thrown this away? He had a commanding 4-1 lead. He was on the hill. And all he had to do was just play... All either of them had to do was play simple pool. And they've just made it difficult. But again, this is why we are the home of below average pool. Whilst we are into what will be the final frame, because it is a best of 8, I'll just point you in the direction of our other social accounts. We are on TikTok. We are also on Instagram and on Facebook. We are rerunning the Road to Dish from day 1 up to when I finally completed it, because we never actually got it out on there, but it's back on there if you wish to endure the pain of watching me trying to complete a break and dish challenge. You can all laugh at me again, give us all abuse. Any interaction is good interaction, and we love it. And is that going to be another loo ball by Scott out of the way? Yeah, no, he's safe. Absolutely safe. And I think he's got a good angle to get that into the top left pocket. Oh, he's just off. Accuracy was just off. Oh, thanks, Chris, because Brad was probably explaining to Scott something absolutely irrelevant, telling them that the cloth was emerald, not lime green. And it's not an easy clear up from here. He's got a tricky ball on that top rail, and he's got one on the top right cushion as well, which is going to be difficult. And he's going to play the plant there. Yeah, lovely. And actually, he hasn't done too bad. He can now get that one off the top rail, and it is just that yellow ball that is just below the cue ball, which is a difficult one. And why has he changed his mind? Unless he's going to go... unless he was going to go for the middle pocket there, like he just was, come back up the table for those two. That seems more of a logical explanation for as to why he's decided to throw this frame away by the looks of things. And now Scott, can he tie it up and seal the game, both of them, for a point? No, he cannot. And he's tied up the black ball nice and safe. So we've probably got another half an hour of them two just trying to whiz it round and hit every cushion they can other than a pocket. And it's not a bad solution, because he hasn't left an easy shot there for Scott. And I don't know what he's looking at. I mean, he wasn't snookered. He could have just gone down the table. I don't know why he's gone that way. And he's handed Brad an absolute lifeline here. Play this one through. Nicely done. And the rest of these yellows are there, really. As long as he can keep control of that cue ball and not lose... Not ideal. Yeah, no, he's not happy with that. And he's going to go for the double here. Oh, he attempted it. That was very unfortunate there from Brad. And can Scott get the finest of cuts into this bottom left pocket? Oh, that's a lovely shot. And that is now finished. It was Brad 4 and Scott 4 as the final score. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and come back for more below average pool.